Hey there, little gumbos. Y'all want a treat? You guys look real pretties. You looking real pretty. These are the guys at 24 days today, and they're real pretty. Obviously we've got our tricolor here, and we got 3 Harlequins. And so I'm not real sure who I'm going to hold back. If I'm going to hold anybody back, I'm going to put them some Apple Jacks and Cheerios in here just to kind of stir them up a little bit. Y'all want to bye-bye? Come on over here. Let everybody see you pretty faces. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, get you bye-bye. Hey, good? Ooh, I love you. I love these guys. I guess it's about 5 years ago I made a trip to North Alabama, probably about 100 miles from where I lived, to get my first pair of does that were pedigreed Rex. And maybe some of the older videos on here, I had some footage that I retained. I had an older YouTube channel. I had a bunch of other videos, but they were just I fell in love with them. This their coat and everything, and I just they became part of my business model here, where I just do a nursery. And I used to raise a lot of worms, but that was mainly kind of the idea for having them, is for feeding worms, but for using their waste to feed worms, which I still do that. I just don't have any bins down here anymore. But they help out a lot with the nursery. I can take their trays and put it around the plants that I work for plant stock and material. And I take the weeds and feed it back to them. It's just a fun little thing. Very, very nice little hobby that I've got with them. I don't really try to sell a whole lot of them these days. I just have a litter here and there. But these guys are real pretty. I love these stripes. These guys are, what I've noticed about them is they're real friendly. They don't seem to be skittish like some of the other litters. And they're real pretty Harlequin patterns. I might keep that one right there if it's a doe. But like I said, I'm not real sure. Not real sure on who I want to hold back this time around. But I love these striping patterns though. And more than likely, what I'll probably do is, if I hold a doe back, it'll be one of these Harlequins, and I'll use the Harlequin doe to breed back with Ocho. And Ocho's the he's my #1 buck. He's my tricolored buck. And God, y'all look real good. Y'all like those Cheerios? They good, ain't they? You pretty little baby. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. But yeah, this is them at 24 days, and I'll probably do another one around 6 or maybe 7 weeks or so. 6 weeks to 40 days or so. I don't know how many more litters I'm going to be having, but I love having them this time of year. When it starts to warm up, I really just enjoy breeding them when the seasons are starting to change. It just have a lot more fun, it seems like, doing them then. People seem to be a lot more interested in them. But I'm interested in just having them around. I've changed things a lot down here. I've taken the stack cages down, so all the cages are on the floor. So I've got a couple of hay bales over here for them to dig around in. I give them plenty of hay. I give them all good floor time. And it won't be too much longer until I'll let these guys run around on the floor. But these guys are going to go quick. Once people see these guys, they're going to want them. People love these Harlequin and tricolored patterns. You know, on that last litter I had a real nice looking Charlie tricolor buck that somebody talked me out of. But you know, you can breed like a Charlie tricolor or a Charlie buck with some of these Harlequins and get just real explosive patterns. And I should have held him back, but I never know who I'm going to hold back. And I don't really like having a whole lot of bucks down here, because they just they don't get along with one another very well. Puppy Doo and Ocho would kill one another if they were on the floor at the same time. And it seems like I've always made that mistake with my bucks, about letting one or the other get one or the other get out on the floor with the other at the same time, and they kill one another. As a matter of fact, I lost my prize buck from infection. It was a long-term infection because Ocho bit him on the eye, and it gradually got worse over time. Come here, you little bun. You little binker. You pretty little binker rabbit. You must be happy or something. You must be a happy rabbit. Are you happy, rabbit? What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of that bowl. Get out of the bowl. You being a little hog. Here, piggies. Get you some more. Come here, little piggy. You little mouse are you. You little pretty mouse. I love these stripes, though. Ooh, I love it. Like I said, that's kind of what I'm looking for in a good Harlequin that I want to hold back. Is that striping pattern. I love those real pronounced stripes like that. But you're a pretty boy, girl. Whatever you are. If you're a doe, I might keep you. You're pretty. But so far my most interesting litters have been from Ocho and Miss Mimu, and she gets to breed next. The next litter that'll be had is I'm going to breed her and Ocho again for the 3rd time, and they always have just explosively colorful and just different litters. Both their litters have been real pretty and just unpredictable. And I'm probably going to hold, if I continue with the breeding program, I'm going to hold one of theirs back that's a doe more than likely. And that way I'll have a doe and a buck from their lines, and then I'll probably let Ocho breed with Miss Mimi Flip again, and I'll probably hold a Charlie Tricolor back, or maybe a Tricolor doe or something, and then I'll hold all my breeding stock back from just Ocho, and then I'll let Puppy Do come in and breed with them, and then I'll start looking to add another buck in. You're awesome. But that's if I continue with the breeding program, because like I said, I've been having health issues, and I want to be here for them, but I'd hate for something to happen, and I'd lose my mind thinking about them starving to death down here, not having anybody to feed them or take care of them. It's not a luxury I really have at this point, because there's not really anybody I can bring in to do any work with them. But I'll do everything I can to be here for them, because like I said, they're like my little family. And 5 years ago I had some others before that, but the Rex is really where it all started for me. And then I decided I'm gonna go with standard Rex. You know, I would have got into the minis, but like I said, I'm a nursery, so I need something prodigious. You're silly. Come here, silly Willy. Come here, you little chilly mouse, you. You little... What are you doing? You bouncing around too much, baby. You silly. You almost lost your balance there, baby. Come here. Let me look at you. Pretty little baby. But yeah, check back in with me, and we're going to do another couple of weeks or so. And these guys are real pretty. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want them. You're beautiful. You little gorgeous thing, you.